Hello everyone. Welcome to IAS. Let's discuss today's prelims topics. Question 1 with reference to African Union, AU, consider the following statements. 1. The AU was announced in the Sirte Declaration in Sirte, Libya, in 1999. 2. The bloc was founded in 2001 in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and launched in 2002 in Durban, South Africa. 3. The AU's Secretariat, the African Union Commission, is based in Johannesburg. How many of the above statements are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The answer is B. The AU's Secretariat, the African Union Commission, is based in Addis Ababa. The intention of the AU was to replace the Organization of African Unity, OAU, established on 25 May 1963 in Addis Ababa by 32 signatory governments. The OAU was disbanded on 9 July 2002. The most important decisions of the AU are made by the Assembly of the African Union, a semi-annual meeting of the heads of state and government of its member states. The largest city in the AU is Lagos, Nigeria, while the largest urban agglomeration is Cairo, Egypt. Question 2. What are the Artemis Accords? 1. The Artemis Accords are a set of principles, guidelines, and best practices to guide the safe exploration of the Moon and eventually Mars. 2. Artemis will be the broadest and most diverse international human space exploration program in history, and the Artemis Accords are the vehicle that will establish this singular global coalition. 3. Through these binding bilateral agreements called Artemis Accords, NASA wants to affirm the importance of the countries adhering to the United Nations 1967 Outer Space Treaty. How many of the above statements are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The answer is B. Through these non-binding bilateral agreements called Artemis Accords, NASA wants to affirm the importance of the countries adhering to the United Nations 1967 Outer Space Treaty. As of May 2023, there are 25 signatories to the Artemis Accords, including the US, the United Kingdom, Japan, Italy, Canada, Brazil, Australia, Bahrain, Colombia, Czech Republic, France, Israel, Luxembourg, Mexico, New Zealand, Spain, Nigeria, Poland, Republic of Korea, Romania, Rwanda, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Ukraine, and the United Arab Emirates, UAE. Under its Artemis program, NASA aims to return humans to the Moon by 2024 and eventually expand space exploration to Mars and beyond. To advance this program, international partnerships with numerous countries and private companies are vital to the success of the US Space Agency. These principles were founded by NASA in collaboration with the US Department of State and 7 other nations. Question 3. Consider the following statements about Mahindra's Armado, an armored light specialist vehicle, ALSV. 1. Built for the Indian Armed Forces. 2. AM modular vehicle. It can be used in counter-terrorism operations, raids in open and desert terrains, and reconnaissance missions. 3. AM fully indigenous vehicle. How many of the above statements are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The answer is C. A fully indigenous vehicle, Armado, can accommodate a driver and 5 passengers, the manufacturer noted on its website, adding that above the standard 1000 kilograms load capacity, the ASLV can carry another 400 kilograms. A modular vehicle, it can be used in counter-terrorism operations, raids in open and desert terrains, and reconnaissance missions. Special forces and quick reaction teams, too, can use it, doing so for conventional operations, weapon carrying, border patrolling, etc. It gets ballistic protection up to the B7 level and standard level 2. This means that its armor offers protection against armor-piercing rifles. Also, the ASLV gets protection on all sides, front, side and rear, from ballistics and explosives. Powering the four-wheeler is a 3.2-liter multi-fuel diesel engine that generates 216 horsepower of maximum power. A 6-speed automatic gearbox sends power to the wheels through a dedicated 4x4 system. Question 4. Consider the following statements about monkeypox. 1. It is a viral disease that primarily spread to the human population through zoonotic spillovers, with mosquitoes serving as potential reservoirs. 2. Monkeypox cannot be transmitted between humans. 3. Monkeypox was a rare infection that was predominantly restricted to some countries in South America until early 2022. How many of the above statements are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The answer is D. It is a viral disease that primarily spread to the human population through zoonotic spillovers, with rodents and primates serving as potential reservoirs. Monkeypox was a rare infection that was predominantly restricted to some countries in Africa until early 2022. Monkeypox can be transmitted between humans through close contact and exposure to infected bodily fluids or lesions. Monkeypox was a rare infection that was predominantly restricted to some countries in Africa until early 2022, when a rise in cases across the globe where the disease was not endemic, particularly in Europe and North America. Sexual contact is also believed to contribute to the spread of the disease, particularly among certain demographics. Question 5. Consider the following statements about National Time Release Study, NTRS, 2023 report. 1. Released by Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways. 2. It is a performance measurement tool. 3. It aims to present quantitative measure of the cargo release time at the customs station. How many of the above statements are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The answer is B. Released by Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, CBIC. Time Release Study, TRS, as a performance measurement tool aims to present quantitative measure of the cargo release time, defined as the time taken from arrival of the cargo at the customs station to its out of charge for domestic clearance in case of imports and arrival of the cargo at the customs station to the eventual departure of the carrier in case of exports. NTRS 2023 presents port category-wise average release time for the current year based on the sample period of January 1st to 7th, 2023, both days included, comparing the same to the performance during the corresponding periods of 2021 and 2022, inter alia. Assess the progress made towards the National Trade Facilitation Action Plan targets. Identify the impact of various trade facilitative initiatives, notably Path to Promptness, and identify the challenges to more expeditious reduction in release time. The ports included in the study represent seaports, air cargo complexes, ACCs, inland container depot, ICDs, and integrated check posts, ICPs, which account for approximately 80% of bills of entry and 70% of shipping bills filed in the country. Question 6. With reference to Tactical Airborne Platform for Aerial Surveillance Beyond Horizon 201 or TAPAS BH 201, consider the following statements. 1. This is a medium-altitude long-endurance, MALE, unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV. 2. Being developed in India by Aeronautical Development Establishment, ADE, on the lines of General Atomics MQ-1 Predator. How many of the above statements are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. Both. D. None. The answer is C. Question 7. Consider the following statements about Gulf of California. 1. Also known as the Sea of Cortes or Sea of Cortes, or less commonly as the Vermilion Sea. 2. This is a marginal sea of the Antarctic Ocean that separates the Baja California Peninsula from the Mexican mainland. 3. Entire Gulf of California is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. How many of the above statements are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The answer is A. Parts of the Gulf of California are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is a marginal sea of the Pacific Ocean that separates the Baja California Peninsula from the Mexican mainland. Question 8. Consider the following statements about Gandhi Peace Prize. 1. The Gandhi Peace Prize for the year 2021 is being conferred on Geeta Press, Gorakhpur. 2. This is an annual award instituted by Government of India in 1995 on the occasion of 100th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi as a tribute to the ideals espoused by Mahatma Gandhi. 3. The award is open to all persons of Indian nationality regardless of race, language, caste, creed or gender. How many of the above statements are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The answer is A. This is an annual award instituted by Government of India in 1995 on the occasion of 125th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi as a tribute to the ideals espoused by Mahatma Gandhi. The award is open to all persons regardless of nationality, race, language, caste, creed or gender. The award carries an amount of 1 crore rupees, a citation, a plaque and an exquisite traditional handicraft handloom item. Established in 1923, Geeta Press is one of the world's largest publishers, having published 41.7 crore books in 14 languages, including 16.21 crore Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The institution has never relied on advertisement in its publications for revenue generation. Geeta Press, along with its affiliated organizations, strives for the betterment of life and the well-being of all. Gandhi Peace Prize 2021 recognizes the important and unparalleled contribution of Geeta Press in contributing to collective upliftment of humanity, which personifies Gandhian living in true sense. Thank you everyone. Do subscribe to this channel. Use code SPLIVE to join Unacademy.